barbecue. Ευχαριστώ. Barbecue sauce. Έτσι για να καταλαβαίνετε. Hello fams. Today we're going to make a special recipe that I saw online. So I don't know if it's going to be as special as the online one, but I'm going to try my best. So we're going to start by doing the potatoes. We're going to do jacket / mashed potatoes. We're going to start by piercing them violently, like this, one by one. You don't have to be too violent if you don't want to. Just make sure you don't stab your fingers. And we will cook them in the oven for about an hour at 200 degrees Celsius. While the potatoes are cooking, we're going to use the time we have to cut up the bacon, which is going to be used for later. It's a secret. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So we're going to start by chopping it like this. Chop that a bit too thick. I should mention at this point that this is a bit different to usual photography videos that I do, but since I wasn't going to do a photography video today, I figured I'll make a cooking video, spice it up, you know, show you my cooking skills as well. Why not? So we're chopping up the bacon, which is going to be used later in relation to the potatoes. So since we have the time now, might as well just cut it now. Right, so that's the bacon done. Yeah. Chop up the onions. Onions are good for pretty much every recipe that revolves around, you know, food and bacon and meat. Coolio. Set that to the side. And finally, the main event. Fight night. Ribeye. Steaks. Που τον Αθιενή την παλουρκώδη σας. We're going to marinate that with salt. Let me wash my hands first, actually. We are touching raw meat, after all. So, we start with the salt on both sides. Put plenty of it. Sea salt from my dad's hometown of Mytilene in Greece. And I have a bunch of more of this in the shelf back there. Takes some time, but it's part of the fun. Right. Paprika, or paprika. There we go. Nice and spicy. And that's it for now. Let's see how the potatoes are doing. They're not doing. They're still raw. So we're gonna wait and we'll be back to you in a sec. Alright, so we're gonna fry the bacon and the green onions. There we go. All nice and sizzly. That's the sound you want to hear. The potatoes are about to come out of the oven, so I'm going to do that right now. There we go. As you can see, they're kind of done. I mean, for the purpose that I want to use them for, they're done. So we're just going to let them cool a little bit. Now that the potatoes are done, hopefully, we are going to slice them in the middle. And I'm going to try to spoon the inside of the potato out so I can use mashed potatoes that I'm gonna make, put them back in the skin, and then cook those. If it doesn't work, we just make mashed potatoes. Still all good. So let's cut them up. So you need to cook them a bit more than I did before, right around 200, 220 degrees Celsius for about 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. So, and the hardest part for me at this point is to not destroy the skins and just get rid of the insides, put them in a bowl because we're going to use that to make mashed potatoes and put them back in the skin like I said. Okay, now we're going to make the actual mash part of the mashed potatoes. Add a little bit of butter from this weirdly shaped butter. About a teaspoon or this type of spoon. Shove it in there. Salt. A little bit of paprika, as before. Tiny bit of olive oil. And of course, the mixture from the pan that we just cooked, which is nice and crispy, as you can see. There we go. Nice and light. Just mash it down, beat the fuck out of it, and just keep mixing until you get like a nice doughy type of consistency. I'm really tempted to just punch it, but I don't want to get burned again. If anybody's wondering about my t-shirt, because a bunch of people asked me about it lately, it's the little spirit thing from Crash Bandicoot, the game on PS1, and I got it from Amazon. So if anybody's interested, there it is. What we're gonna do now is stuff the skins with that and then cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes or so. So let's try and do that carefully. As you can see, I haven't removed all the potato from the skin for safety reasons. I don't want to destroy the skin, so if you're really good at this, better than me, then just remove the whole thing. It tastes better, it looks better, so do that. There we go. All done. And we're going to take this Pyrex with everything in, cook it, bake it rather, for an additional 15 minutes or so, 170, 180 degrees Celsius. And the last part will be the steaks, which we're gonna get to right now. Get a nice hot pan, medium heat, let it heat up and then turn it down to medium heat. And step the fuck back when you do this. Put the steaks on there. There you go. All right. Don't be afraid to get close, but don't get too close. Trick to making a good steak is to actually add a little bit of butter, even though it's unhealthy, and a little bit of thyme, thimari in Greek, and add it to the side, and then use a spoon to season the steak. Just one spoonful, not even one, just half, I guess. Just add it in here, let it cook a bit with the thyme, and then start simmering it over your steaks. That will give them a nice, very nice flavor when they're done. I've never gone to cooking school, or I've never participated in a cooking show. I just watch a lot of YouTube videos, and that's how I get my ideas and my recipes. So the key with steaks, just like the guy who did this recipe on YouTube, his name is Matty Matheson. The trick with cooking steaks is pretty much patience, and if you want to learn how to do it properly, depending on if you like medium, medium well, rare, and stuff like that, you use your hand like that. So You put your finger here. This is rare, medium, well done. That's the trick. Now you know. Okay, potatoes are out. And as you can see, they look good. So, I'm gonna let them cool down a bit so we can serve them. Steaks are almost ready. One of them is almost ready. I think we're done. We're gonna have a nice little final shot for you guys so you can see them in the plates and everything. I think this is done. Okay. And there you go. Potatoes with mashed potatoes in the actual potatoes. Steak medium well. Thank you very much for watching.